we all had our strong feelings. We were led the same direction. We spent time to go back over the facts that led us in that direction, and ultimately, unanimous decision. Multiple times. We just, like I said, reinforced why it was a unanimous decision, and where we got to where we got.
All right, one of the jurors talking about the verdict that came down last night in the American Sniper trial. Of course, the conviction of Eddie Ray Routh in the murder of Chris Kyle, American Sniper Chris Kyle, and his friend as well. Joining us now is Debbie Lee, founder of America's Mighty Warriors and mother of U.S. Navy SEAL Marc Allen Lee, who was the first SEAL killed in Operation Iraqi Freedom. And of course, Debbie was like a second mother to Chris Kyle. And if you saw the movie American Sniper, you saw the role that Marc Allen Lee played in that movie, and Debbie was even portrayed as well. Debbie, thank you for coming. How would you describe your reaction at the verdict?
It definitely was some more of those bittersweet moments. I was relieved to know that finally justice had been served for Chris and for Chad. Obviously, nothing that our justice system could do would bring them back to us. But at least justice was served, and that part of it is now behind those who knew Chris, his family, his friends, his teammates, Chad Littlefield's family. That's behind them, and they can begin another stage of, going through that grieving process. And it's, like I said, there were tears when I found out of justice for them, but very much tears of missing Chris. He was like family to me, and it was a double whammy losing him after I'd lost Mark. And but we carry on. We both of those young men, both Chris and Mark, made it very clear what their mission would be. And Chris's motto was to serve those who served us. And Mark wrote an amazing last letter home that only a couple lines of it were read in the movie, and by doing that, it takes it out of context. But amazing letter. He ends it with, "To my family and friends, do me a favor. Pass on the kindness, the love, the precious gift of human life." And so we carry on in memory of these guys, and making sure that we do take care of our troops and we do take care of their families that are left behind.
And that's very important about the letter, because at the funeral in the movie, the part of the letter that was read did misinterpret it, did distort it terribly, I think. And tell people where they could go to see and learn more about Mark and see the entire letter which you have posted.
You bet. They can go to americasmightywarriors.org. Mark's name actually meant mighty warrior, and that young man stood up in the direct line of fire 3 times that day on purpose, willingly made the choice to give his life, to give the gift of life to his teammates. And that letter literally has inspired millions and millions of people around the world. And it is an amazing letter filled with, talking a little bit about what he'd seen over in Iraq, talking about humanity and the importance of morals and values passed down to each generation. It's just amazing. When I got that letter, he sent it by email about 2.5 weeks before he was killed. And I homeschooled him in his junior high school years, and he was not stupid by any means. But if he wasn't into something, it was like next to impossible to get him to focus on it. And I can remember saying, Mark. And so when I got this letter, as I got to the bottom, I'm like, who sent this?
Yeah,
and I
it
scrolled
floored
back
you.
to the top.
Yeah.
But you could just see the change in him and the ability that he has to communicate in words what he was feeling, what he was seeing, how much he loved America, how much he loved his family. It's just an inspirational
Well,
letter.
that's a testament to you and the upbringing, and also I'm sure he's smiling down at all you have done in his name and in his memory and for the military and his comrades. Let me ask you quickly, we have a minute. Have you spoken to Chris Kyle's wife or any of his family members?
I haven't spoke to them. I sent them texts several times during the trial, but I know they're overwhelmed with people reaching out to them, with the media trying to get to
Right.
them. So I thought I would just give them a little space and then reach out to them. They
And
know
that
I'm here.
that PTSD defense, you knew would never fly, right?
I was hoping it would not, and it was very clear to us in the beginning while the trial was going on. They couldn't talk about it, but it had been revealed that he had, tried to do harm to several family members as a teenager before he even went in the military.
Yeah, and always used.
And so but to me, it's just, I still hear people talking about the PTS, poor guy. I'm like, are you kidding me? Please, no, this is not a case. Do not discredit those of our men and women who are struggling with it, who, by the way, don't go out and commit murder.
And thank God, Debbie, that the jury saw it your way. Listen, God bless you. We'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless.
Debbie Lee, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back.